What's up, guys? So, just want to give a little update here. You see in the title, I did tweak my back a little bit. This happened last Thanksgiving as well. So I get 4 days off in a row, and I go hard in the paint at the gym in the mornings. And on day three, I was training for my 38 special that I was going to do again at the end of the year. Spoiler alert: I'm probably not going to do that now. Uh, so I had done Larson presses. I did heavy Larson press was what I was doing first, was my primary movement. And I did some slow eccentric Larson presses. No big deal there. And then for my practice for the 38 special, I did 50 squats at 225. Not one set. I did them in 3 sets. So I did a set of 20, and then 3 sets of 10. That's 4 sets. But I did that, and then after that, I put 315 on there. And I was doing pause squats with 315. I wanted to get to, generating strength and power in a fatigued state was my logic behind this. And I was supersetting that with a standing box jump at 32 inches. No big deal. I really didn't warm up the box jumps a whole lot, which is probably my fatal flaw, plus being in a great state of fatigue and going hard for the third day in a row. Full body, trying to put those calories to use. Anyway, so I put it up to 38 inches, and I had not done any warm-ups with approach jumps, and I went to do my first superset, and I missed on the 38. I didn't get my left foot up. No big deal. I was fatigued. I wanted to get these jumps in fatigued because, like I said during my 38 special video, that was the most worrisome part was getting those jumps in a fatigued state. So I missed it anyway. I should have stopped. That should have been a sign. But meathead me decided to attempt the 38-inch box jump again with the approach. And when I planted with my right foot and went to jump, I didn't even get to jump. My right QL just kind of strained. No pop, thankfully. So when was this? This would have been Saturday, and this is Tuesday now. And it's one of those things, when it does go pop, you're down for the count for a little bit, and it's very hard to move around. I maintained mobility throughout the day, and the worst part is at night, like going to sleep, because once you lay down, man, that stiffness sets in, and the next morning it is awful getting out of bed and getting started. But once I'm up and started, it's not a big deal throughout the day. It actually eases up throughout the day, almost to a point where, like, around 5 or 6 in the evening, like, I feel normal. But then, when it's time to lay down and go to bed, it stiffens up again. But generally, something like this happens. It's just a strain. I've been there, done that. I've had far worse episodes of this. So all I'm doing is training around it. I haven't even had a training day yet. Well, I did. I trained Sunday. I just did like some upper body bro stuff and some cardio. But Monday and today I won't train. I've been moving around. I'll intermittently hit some pull-ups back there on my rack. Just hang, do some stretches, like do some skips without putting my all into it. Just, bending over, moving around, giggity, letting my body know that it's safe to do these motions. I haven't loaded any of these ranges of motions yet, but I've been doing like body weight squats and things of that nature. And that's generally, for most injuries of this nature, what you want to do. You want to stay in motion as much as possible. Work through ranges of motion that aren't painful and load them, gradually load those non-painful ranges of motion as much as you can until you get to a point where you're, full range of motion in whatever the case may be, and you can load it safely again at that point. Honestly, this will probably set me back a week, maybe two, in terms of like full body training. Obviously, also coming back, I'm not going to go straight back to loading things heavy as fuck. I'll probably, especially on like my deadlifts and squats and things of that nature, even though it wasn't injured doing those movements, it was injured doing a jump. I'll probably bring those back down, the intensity, make them lighter, and I'll probably increase the deficit on deadlifts. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but with reducing the intensity greatly, and I'm talking going like extremely light, just getting my body back adapted to a longer range of motion will benefit me long term. Gonna put aside my 38 special, redoing it, and probably focus, I don't know, the next month or so, at least until going into the new year, just like some bro bodybuilding stuff. I'll still push heavy Larson presses, bench presses, things like that. I may incorporate some seated overhead presses, but taking anything spinally loaded a little bit easier, and maybe focusing more on like some bro leg stuff, pushing leg presses and belt squats and hamstring curls and leg extensions and things of that nature. Uh, Probably do that for the next month or so, but I don't expect that this, like I said, this is one of the most minorest of injuries in regards to my lower back. So just a minor setback, no big deal. Wanted to update y'all. Peace.